Buenos dias.
This is what $9.50 will get you in Arambol, Goa. So check it out. This is our very basic room with a fantastically oversized fridge. More space than for anything you could even imagine for a basic room. Enough for the bags. And we've got a perfect little bathroom that actually has the opposite problem to every bathroom that we've had so far in India, in that the water is only hot. So we've been in places in India like Amritsar where it's really cold at this time of the year in winter, and there's no hot water. Now we're in Goa, the water evidently is heated up on the roof from the sun, so when you want cold water and a nice fresh shower, it actually comes out hot.
I know, it's very frustrating. But it's what it is. And we have so nice water.
It is. So we are in Arambol, we're on Arambol Beach, and as usual, we're going to take you on our little tour of our Wish You Were Here videos. It's going to be 45 minutes, uninterrupted, unedited, to give you a real sense of what it's like to be here. So as we say, this room is 800 rupees a night, which is around £8 British, or $9.50, $9.70, something like that. So you can certainly be in this area affordably. And yeah, nice tropical view.
It's very hot, but it's not as hot as just.
Yeah, but we're in the shade right now and it is extremely hot, isn't it? It's over 30 degrees,
It's
isn't it?
around 33 degrees.
Yeah, so me and my pale skin have been having a fantastic time.
You look like a crab already.
Yeah, I'm looking like I've been in a nuclear accident.
That's not very difficult to be honest.
We lock the gate. So I'm assuming this is the kind of family that owns our building, and this is where your water's coming from.
You need to be careful when you pop your head out of here because there is some pigeons, and the other day he almost gets.
Well,
He got a little bit.
I did. I kind of felt a drop on my neck, and I was like, "Oh, it's raining," and it wasn't. It was bird poo. So this part of Goa is up in the north. It's well known as a hippie hangout. Lots of travellers here, and some people call it Little Russia. It's very popular with Russian tourists. Certainly true, but everyone is very nice. Now if you head up this way, this will take you into Arambol Market. It's kind of just a main road, but the street's lined with shops selling everything from clothes to jewellery, beers. Should we go this way or do you want to go that way on the beach?
This way because we are going to have plenty of beach today, so let's
Okay.
show a little bit of the little alleyways around.
So where we're going to head to right now is a place called Sweet Lake. It's an inlet next to the beach that has fresh water. It's very calm, very serene for swimming. So we're going to take you with us on the journey, show you around this little section of Arambol. Of course, Arambol's much bigger. We're going to do two parts to this video. So in the second part, we'll take you down Arambol Beach. Now currently we've been here for 4 days, and oh, scared the life out of me then. We've been here for 4 days, just kind of soaking it in and really just having a holiday, because of course so far we've been in parts of India that have been very challenging, shall we say. And even just getting here, the journey from, where did we come from? Varanasi. No, sorry, Mumbai.
Sorry, we came from Mumbai.
Came from Mumbai.
It was 16 hours bus journey.
It was a challenge.
Sleeper.
Yeah.
But well, we have a lot of troubles because we were like 2 hours delayed, but we've been waiting for 3 hours, and it was impossible to sleep because the driver drove like a crazy. So it was
Maniac,
like,
wasn't he?
so we were like at 2 pieces of meat just moving around, like yeah.
Not to mention that the bus was very late actually coming. So by the time we arrived in Goa, we were pretty beat. And so we arrived into Goa, into a place called Mapsa, which is where the main bus terminal is. We then took a local bus here to Arambol. That bus was around 45 minutes and it was for an incredibly affordable 30 rupees per person, 30 pence, 40 cents, something like that. Very good value.
And it was very enjoyable.
Yeah, it was comfortable, wasn't it? So all along this area, you'll find little guest houses, hotels, hostels, and the price varies greatly. You can get places like ours, which are around the $9 a night mark, going all the way up to the super expensive places where you're paying, you know, $75, $100 a night. So it's really not for one type of traveller. You've got everything here. And now we're making our way onto the famous Arambol Beach. Now this stretch of sand will go for a few kilometers, maybe 3 or 4 kilometers in that direction, south. And we're at the very northern point here, as you can see. So this is the end of the beach. But we're going to be crossing through this little section. There's little market stalls, little shops on the way through there. So there's actually like a passageway, and that will take us over to the other side to a different beach where we can also find the sweet lake. The fantastic thing here is that they clean the beach every day. I find that both brilliant because it keeps the beach clean, but also quite sad the fact that they have to clean it. Last night we were taking a little seat on the beach, just enjoying the waves and looking at the stars in the sky, and we noticed all around us they were just, hey, not for the minute, thank you, maybe later, thank you. What was I saying? Yeah, there was loads of bottles of beer on the sand, so it's quite sad. But yeah, every morning they do a beach cleanup, which is really nice. And the fantastic thing around here,
What is it?
it's beer heaven. The whole time traveling in India, I'd not really felt like having a drink because it's been too cold and the cities are noisy and busy, and it's kind of just doesn't really put you in the vibe and the mood for it.
The sea is a little bit higher today, so we cannot see the rocks.
Yeah, should we go and take a little look and show you the birds? So of course the tide comes in. Normally if you come here later on in the afternoon, the water's further back, so you can walk over all these rocks here like this person over there, and you see these birds. They're kind of fishing for crabs.
Little crabs,
Yeah, because there's thousands of them in the sand, isn't there?
Yeah, they all hide in the sand. Yeah, but it's very like high the water today. Like
Yeah.
the last day it's been like very like.
Yeah, but it's early and it's kind of early in the day, isn't it? Maybe later on this afternoon it will retreat.
Oh, it's quite late. It's almost 1 o'clock.
But yeah, you can see down there that the beach goes super far into the distance, and all the way along the beach it's really nice for swimming, just having a soak in the water. And you can do surfing here as well. I wouldn't say it's the best place in the world for it because the waves are not enormous, but you certainly can. There are surf schools, you can take lessons and things like that. We had a drink in a bar up here yesterday, and it was really nice. Just looking out over the ocean.
Come there just to put my bag.
This is where we were. We had a little seat in the corner here.
Nice view.
Yeah, really nice. Big bottle of beer. So a big Kingfisher is, depending on where you go, but if you get it in a bar like that, it's around 170 or 180 rupees. So about $2. So very good value. And if you are interested in new beach clothes, Hawaiian shirts, nice dresses for girls, then Goa is definitely a good place for it. Loads of choices. Gosh, it's hot, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Now, what you can't see is that the last few days we've been obviously lounging on the beach, and in typical Wayne fashion, I'm quite ignorant and forgetful of the fact that I am a blanco or a gringo, and my skin doesn't do too well in the sun. I do get a tan eventually, but the problem is I've got to go through that painful stage of becoming nuclear red first. So I'm pretty well covered up today because my chest is a little bit burnt. Pretty tough sleeping last night. Sorry.
You're alright. Thank you.
So yeah, make sure you wear lots of sun protection. Phew, pardon me. The water's very appealing right now, I won't lie. The water's very appealing right now. Really nice to cool down. We're doing a proper model shoot here.
Are we allowed to go there?
Well, just says be careful over there, I think. There's a sign saying no selfies because obviously you see it's super easy to have an accident there. I would imagine more than anything that sign is probably there because someone has had an accident at some point. Loads of choices.
Yeah, and this is nothing in comparison what you can find in the main roads. It's plenty of shops.
I think I prefer it down here though than the main road, because when you're on the main road you're in the sun, so you're shopping, you're scooting between different shops and you're crossing the road from there to there to there, so you're in the heat. It's very, very hot. Whereas here you can see this whole like lane is covered, so you can walk through the shops really comfortably without being too hot. It's jewellery paradise. You want rings, earrings, bracelets, necklaces, anything like that. You're spoiled for choice. I'd say to be wary with the jewellery though, because Xiomara went to buy some earrings the other day and they were very insistent that they were real silver, but I have to say I'm not so certain on that. Today as well is quite interesting for us because we actually posted our first Wish You Were Here style video yesterday, or the day before even, and they were kind of just like a way for us to show a place properly, to show you what it's really like here walking around, to kind of transport you to a place, you know, without the highly edited stuff, without the music, just to help you feel like what it is here. And so we really had no idea whether those videos would resonate with anyone, do well at all, whether they were just going to tank. Who knows? We just didn't know. But it did really well. The first one, it was Kathmandu. And in the first couple of days, it's about to hit 6,000 or 7,000 views. So yeah, it's a massive jump. So we think we're going to do more of these style because it seems to be that people like it. And we actually like making them, don't we?
It's easier for us.
It's not easy.
I mean, it's easier in the sense that it needs less preparation and editing.
We can make more content, can't we?
Yeah.
We can bring you with us on more of these adventures.
When you have to edit the videos so much, like you need like a little bit of time to be able to do it. But with this one, you can do it in one day easily. Or 2 days.
It's that, and it's also the fact that when you're making an edited video, it's really easy. See Amada? Showing the view. It's really easy to get into the habit of just showing the good things, you know, like showing all of the exciting things and all the highlights of your day. But when you make these kind of videos, it's more authentic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more natural. We are just showing and bringing you with us in this experience, basically. You can see everything more raw.
What happened here?
Every holiday.
It's like a panel. Yes. You have to pay it.
This is quite the labyrinth. But I promise it does come out to a really lovely beach in a minute.
ಈ ಬ್ರೋಕೊಳನೆ ಬಾಲ್ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಬೀಚ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಬ್
We have something to eat yesterday in this restaurant, and I have a really delicious seafood. So it's a really nice place to eat, and the prices are really good as well.
Seems to be the thing across the board, doesn't it? That the food is good everywhere, the prices are really good. How much was your soup?
I think that it was around 230.
That's like
So
$2.50, $3, something like that.
something like that.
This is one of the traveller inhabitants of this area who maybe parties a little bit strong. No, thank you.
I would love to have that honey, but I don't know what to put it.
Don't know what?
But I would love to have some of that honey.
Get some of you, huh?
But yeah, where I'm gonna put it? Not now.
Eat it now with you? Thanks. All the boats out in the ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 or so. All fishing boats. Little beach huts up here as well with fantastic view. The only thing to consider if you want to stay on this part of the beach is that I don't think it's accessible by road. So if you want to hire a scooter or anything like that, presumably you'd have to park it kind of at the entrance to the beach where we came through on the other side. Not a biggie, but just something to consider if you do want to stay over here. But a beautiful part of the beach, beautiful area, and it's much quieter. On the beach on the other side, on Arambol Beach, there are countless bars and restaurants, and it's fantastic because you've got so much choice. But this area here is a little bit more tranquil, a little bit more natural, shall we say.
Yeah, you only have like 3 different restaurants in here. And that's it. That's all your choice.
Yeah, sometimes that's nicer, isn't it?
Well, it makes it easier for you.
Well, it makes it easier, but it also makes you feel like you're really in a tropical getaway, doesn't it?
You feel a little bit like you are in a lost.
Yeah.
More How do you say more rural area?
Yeah, like you're on an island rather than in a town.
Yeah.
You know, we've come from big cities all the way across India. We always did big cities, you know, Mumbai, Delhi, Amritsar and so forth. And so we wanted to come somewhere tropical that felt like a beach paradise getaway. And Arambol certainly is that for us, and it certainly was in the first few days. But I think now, after having 4 or 5 days here, you know, having some beers and some cocktails and really enjoying the music and the environment, I think now we're perhaps looking for something a little bit more quiet so we can unwind and just really take in the nature. So tomorrow I think we're going to leave Arambol. Not really clear yet where we're going to go to, but we're going to go to a different beach, a different part of Goa, so we can bring you with us on that journey as well. And actually later today, after we've spent our time here, we're going to head over this way. I believe either you can head that way around the beach or there's a path this way, I'm not too sure, but on the other side of here there's meant to be a really beautiful little fishing village that's not frequented by many tourists. It's meant to be very authentic, so we may kind of make a trip over there and take you with us on that as well. Again, we're going to make more of these authentic style videos, and for the moment less of the edited ones, because yeah, we want to like get more content out. It's really hard with the edited videos to kind of keep up the productivity. Plus these kind of videos, they allow us to enjoy ourselves as well. We get to go out, we get to bring you with us without thinking, oh crikey, I've got to do 10 hours of editing tomorrow. Because it is hard work, believe me. You know, when you watch these videos, you don't see the time that goes into it. You know, going to bed at 2 AM in the morning, things like that. I love the final product, but getting to that sometimes does take away from your experience, you know. All right, so we have arrived. What is the name of the place?
The Sweet Lake.
The Sweet Lake.
And say no to drugs.
So
you are not allowed to bring any drinking here. So if you want something, you have to buy it in here.
Do you know what, like, I said to Siamara yesterday, I was like, oh, I've had enough of the beers now. And then now we arrived here and it's scorching hot. I don't know if you can tell, I am sweating. And I think now may be a time
for another beer.
have a little beer.
Not for me.
So we're going to take you with us. We're going to go for a little swim. Would you like to come? See if we can find a little lounger first. Here, or you got in the corner over there?
The corner is a little bit more shade.
Yeah, by the water is nice, isn't it?
That one.
Yeah. It's not taken, is it? Try and move away from this music quickly because we don't want any copyrights, do we? Do you want a drink or anything? Okay. Do you want a water? Do you want to share a beer with me? Water. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You want the bed because this is a chargeable. Last time, don't pay the charge.
Okay.
When you bring the beer, it's okay, no problem. But today is a chargeable.
Today's
100
chargeable.
for one bed, 200 for two. In the full day, no time limit.
Okay, why is it chargeable today but not yesterday?
Yes, this is separate and this is separate.
But what is the difference?
No difference.
No, I mean, what's the difference between yesterday and today?
Yesterday, actually, you bring the beer and some half an hour, 1 hour, you spend the time.
Yeah.
But no problem. But
Okay.
today is a big day.
Only going to be for an hour or 30 minutes.
No, ma'am, no problem. But you pay the charge.
All right, we can take a seat. Sit down here. Take that and get the drink. Hey, take that for me a sec. Makes no sense, does it? Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Can I get a big kingfisher, please?
Yes, yes.
बाबू कल बार सवाल है बैठ कर बोलिए मैंने इसको उस दिन प्रियम बैठा था ना
Betting.
आज बोलिए मैंने
Thank you. Oh, can I also, sorry, do you have water as well?
Yes.
Can I get a water as well, please?
Can I open sir?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Can you hold that for me, please? Thank you. Thank you. Do I owe you anything else?
Just 10 rupees.
10 more. Thank you. 1 second. Gracias. Right. Find a little spot then.
So we can put the towel on the floor.
Maybe over there, like you say, in the shade there where them trees are. Makes much sense, does it? So yesterday we came here, we bought a beer and we got a lounger. Nothing was said, no problem. But now today it's 200 rupees for a lounger. Hey ho, it's their land, it's their property, they can decide what they want, but wasn't the same yesterday. You happy here?
Maybe the towel.
Hey?
We can put the towel on the floor.
Yeah. Even here, if you put it here, like you've got a slope to the water maybe. Right, this is a big kingfisher and this was 180 rupees, meaning the water here is quite expensive. This was, the water must have been, oh no, I'm telling you, the water's 30 rupees, that's not too bad.
Normally it's
20, between 20 and 30, isn't it? I want to move away because I don't want this music to be copyrighted. Do you want to go in the water first or me? Do you want me? Right, I'm going to take you with us. Can you hold this for me 1 second, please, while I remove my clothes?
well.
Pointed at me, let's not scare the viewers, eh?
Let's see his nuclear tan.
You'll have to forgive me, I left my six-pack in the hotel. Believe it or not, before travelling, I was really fit. And to the gym all the time, but I have like a physique where you just like, I shed muscle the moment I stop training. And it doesn't help that when I travel, I don't really eat much. So, put up with it, bear with me. Let's go in the water.
Let's do it.
Take these off as well. Okay. Right, off we go. Hoping that music doesn't cause any problems. Here we go. Whoa. That's very refreshing. I say refreshing, it's actually cold. I don't know if you can see the fish underneath. I'm a little bit cautious because I haven't used this GoPro in water at all yet. I know obviously GoPros are waterproof, but let's test it. There's air bubbles coming up off that, so whew. It's very chilly. Doesn't help as well when you've got sunburn. Oh god, it's very sensitive on the skin. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. So on the camera, I've got this like wide angle lens. It's like this fisheye lens, so it might look a little bit strange in the water. It's not the normal lens. If everything looks distorted, got water on the front. If everything looks distorted, please forgive me. Yeah, oh, this is nice and refreshing. See what it looks like underneath. There's a smudge right on the lens. Very annoying, and this is probably the reason why they say not to use this fisheye lens in the water. The normal lens has like a coating on the front, so it kind of the water runs off it, whereas evidently this is not. So apologies for the crap picture. I'll get out of the water in a minute. There you see, you can get these little beach bungalows here or lakeside bungalows. No idea to the cost. Like I say, when you're on Agoda and you're asking around, the price varies greatly. I would say probably the best thing to do is just ask around. The place that we're staying in now, we booked on Agoda and it was £20 for 2 nights, so £10 a night. But in person, when we extended, it was £8. So probably best just to do it in person. Gosh, that picture's really bad. Oh. But you can imagine now, after having been in Delhi, and then from Delhi we went to Rishikesh, then on to Amritsar, then to Agra, Varanasi, Mumbai, and then here. Oh, just what a nice change it is. You know, when I was at home in England, working every day, I was working from home obviously because of COVID, working from home, just watching YouTube videos, kind of dreaming again of going traveling. These were the environments that I wanted to be. You know, of course, if you come to India or any country, you've got to go to, you know, everywhere. You want to experience the country properly, which is why, you know, sometimes going to the big cities in India can be stressful, it can be exhausting, it can be a real challenge. But you've got to go to those places to be able to appreciate these places, you know. Look at the landscape and the nature. Tropical heaven. Palm trees is where it's at. Right, feeling fresh now. Let's get out and let's go and see Siamara. This picture is... Hopefully you can see me and hear me properly. The nice thing is on the bottom here it's just sand. But if you go further out to the lake over there, it's grass on the bottom. There are fish in here, so hopefully no crocodiles in here. Having a good time. Hola. It's beautiful, it's very refreshing. It's a little bit chilly when you first get in, but it's really nice.
Well, I think that for you, any water is a little bit chilly.
Well, I think it felt colder because of the sunburn. But this lens definitely isn't good for water.
Okay.
Because the water, when it gets on it, it just sticks to the lens.
Okay.
So you end up with a smudge on there.
So it's fine, I can just have a little chat, but you can have it here recording here, so I don't have to take you with me.
Okay. Right, well, we'll stay here and we'll have a beer. I hope wherever you are in the world, if you're working or you're doing whatever, maybe you're researching about Arambol, have a good one. Super refreshing. There's nothing like it. A beer in hot weather. Kingfisher is the beer of India. So very refreshing. If you want something different, a cocktail, your prices are going to vary pretty wildly. So Siamara's a big mojito fan, and we've been paying anywhere between 250 for actually a good one, and yesterday 430, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that one was not very good. So yeah, you're going to be varying. My advice, stick with the beer, you can't go wrong. It's cheaper. That's what you're getting. The music's killing me. Just thinking it's chilly. Don't want to wear them? Very bright. Siamara is the dark-skinned mamacita, whereas I'm the pale, blue-eyed guy who struggles with the sunshine. Nice. Got like what looks like a little cove over here as well. Be careful where I'm walking, because me and Xiomara did actually see a snake yesterday. So there's definitely wildlife here. Just take a little... Don't want to leave the things while Xiomara's in the water. The music is though becoming a problem. It's a nice relaxing place, but sometimes the music can spoil it. I mean, it may even spoil the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike. This is everything you dream of when you want to come traveling. If you're a traveler, you know. You can do a little bit with the cities, but beach life, island life, sunshine and heat, and beers of course. That's the reason why you work so hard. Save your money up so you can come to these places. Let's get back in. Just kind of hoping we can escape the music, to be honest. The music's killing me.
I like that music.
Well, it's just destroying the video.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we don't get any copyright strikes because of it.
Oh no.
So I think maybe on that note, because of the music.
But I think that it's almost time because I checked the time.
Yeah. Because we've arrived, we've showed you the sweet lake. Maybe we can go for a little swim across to the other side. What do you reckon?
What do you think?
Or do you want to go across? Or you don't like the grass on the water though, do you?
No, it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Especially now I know that there's fish in here. I saw fish in the water before. Yeah,
Big
there's fish.
ones?
Yeah, there's fish in here. So maybe on that note, we'll leave it here. A little bit shorter than usual. Again, because we don't want the music to cause a problem. But hopefully... Oh, it's sunburn! Oh my god! Hopefully you've enjoyed this little walk from Arambol Beach to the Sweet Lake. This is certainly well worth your time to come if you're in Arambol. Very relaxing, normally. Minus the techno music. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you're one of those people that watched the first Wish You Were Here video and you've contributed to those 6,000 views, yeah, you've really lit the motivation in us, because you know the videos were kind of a bit inconsistent beforehand. So thank you. Hope you keep coming along, and we will see you in the next one. Wish you were here.